you say is the difference?
Yeah, well, I thought we gave effort. The energy and effort was high, for 4 quarters. Give them credit. They kept fighting. They made plays down the stretch, and the ball bounced their way. We, again, Joker got a couple offensive rebounds on his misses. If we can come up with one of them, maybe the outcome is different. But I thought Kai, it was incredible offensively. We got the ball to him, and I thought he had a really good look to be able to knock it down. It just didn't go down for us tonight. But I thought overall the group played extremely hard. They responded after a tough loss at home against Phoenix and put ourselves in a position to win the game on the road.
I mean, you've seen a lot of performances. How impressive was the shot making just from Kyrie?
It was Kyrie. The shot making, the shots that he got. I think at one point he had only missed 2. And so where the ball was touching him and he was reading the defense, and he took advantage of some of the mistakes they might have made, or being able to beat the coverage, the double team. But I thought, his patience, his calmness throughout this start of the season has been at a very high level, and he's playing at a different level right now. We're going to need that for the next couple games here on the road.
About the rotation, Maxey and Quentin didn't play. Were both coaches' decisions?
Yeah, coaches' decisions.
What was the decision with either one?
Coaches.
What you mentioned it before the game, Nicola's passing, and even though when you're ready for it, how is he just able to do what he does and get the ball where it needs to go? It seems it's almost Luka-esque.
Yeah, he's really good at being able to find the cutters. That's one of his strengths. Also being able to score the ball, and again, throwing different pitches, giving him different looks, trying to make it hard on him. He's seen everything, and so the numbers that he's putting up are MVP numbers. He's considered the best in the world, and so understand we made it tough. Again, we got some misses. We just didn't capitalize on it.
You challenged that last foul on Luka with Jamal Murray. What did the refs tell you about that call?
It was a foul. That's what they said. But it was a good challenge. He went 1 for 3. So it actually worked out for us. But they called it a foul. We challenged, it's a foul, you move on. Unfortunately, he only made 1. And so that put us in a good seat. Again, we have the ball, we're up 2, and we just couldn't get over the hump. We have the ball, just missed a couple shots. We got the stops when we had to. And then down the stretch, they got the offensive tips, and then they took advantage of those and were able to score. And Kai had a really good look at a 3 to win it.
You mentioned offensive rebounding. How do you compensate for some of that size disadvantage when Lively's not in, PJ's not there?
You just gotta be, you gotta be physical. And I thought, I think the Joker had 8 offensive rebounds, just as many as almost his defensive rebounds. So just looking at we have to be able to be better. If we're getting the miss, we got to be able to rebound the ball. And we had a couple 50-50 balls that bounced their way. And so it happens. But I thought the group responded and was really good. Again, put us in a position to win here on the road against a very good team.
And then just one more about the rotation. You gave Hardy an extended run out. Was there something with his skill set, with his ability to drive the ball, that you thought might make sense against this specific matchup?
We're not going to just shuffle the cards on, we're going to try to give a longer stint for the guys to play. It's early. Try to give them some kind of continuity or some rhythm. Shuffling the cards, cutting their minutes in half, there's no rhythm for them, so we're looking at something different right now. And we'll give someone another crack at it maybe in the next game.
Speaking of the next game, Klay is going back to Golden State. Do you have any, comments on how emotional that game is going to be for him?
Yeah, it's going to be emotional. I mean, he's won quite a few championships there. He helped build that organization to become a championship-level team. And so, yes, it's going to be emotional tonight, tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday. Everything that he's done for that franchise, and now to be walking in as a Mav, definitely is going to, the emotions will be high, but it'll be fun.
Klay, you've been on heaters, You've seen heaters happen against you. How do you describe Kyrie Irving out there?
I mean, Kyrie's been spectacular all year. Shot making is second to none. But it's on us other guys to help him out there and knock some more shots down. But it's a tough one tonight. What a battle. And just got to put it behind us and try and win Tuesday.
So you're looking at the box score. What stands out from it?
We didn't shoot the ball too well from three. I was a huge part of that. Only going 1 for 6. Had some really good looks though. But basketball is a funny game. You can, 1 or 2 of those go in, and lose by 2 in a tough environment to play in. But we'll be better Tuesday.
This is the first team to really consistently blitz y'all on offense. How do you think you guys reacted to that offensively?
I thought we got some really good looks. I thought we played well, when they did blitz us. And, Kyrie and Luka are so good at facilitating. But we got some great looks. And I like the way we did compete tonight, though. We competed very hard.
You mentioned Tuesday. Just what are the initial feelings about going back to Golden State, a place you played for 13 seasons? So what are those initial emotions?
Be good to see people that you grinded with, obviously. But to me, it's just another regular season game in November. Obviously, there's bigger implications with the NBA Cup. So that's what's on our mind, in my mind, is just to win that, because I haven't been a part of it yet. I know it's young, but it'd be fun to play for that title.
Do you think it'll be difficult to kind of compartmentalize just everything that you're probably going to feel going into that arena and actually playing in the game?
No, I don't think so. I've been doing this a long time, and basketball is basketball.
Were you surprised that they're giving out the captain's hats?
I guess it's a good thing for the fans, so kudos to them.
What are your thoughts on them as a potential matchup? Like, since you're familiar, obviously, with like kind of the philosophy, the play style, what's most important, when you're kind of flipping that perspective, entering a matchup against them?
Probably to share my knowledge with my teammates and coaches and try and limit what they do well. Obviously, a high-volume three-point shooting team, and switch a ton on defense. So we'll go into Tuesday trying to counteract those 2 aspects.
Kyrie, after every loss this season, you guys managed to bounce back with a win. Obviously, that wasn't the case tonight, but what would you say is the difference in tonight's game compared to some of the other losses?
A loss is a loss. We got to take our lessons, take our strides in there. As difficult as especially emotional game like tonight, we fall back, had to lead a few times going back and forth with a great team like Denver. You want to come out on top, especially we haven't won in this building in a little bit. I've been tallying just how many times we've come here and just come up empty-handed. It's frustrating, but that's competition at times, and got to be able to move on to the next thing. But we started off a little bit better. We battled. But we just couldn't keep them off of the boards a few times down the stretch, and keep them off the free throw line. Some questionable calls going back and forth. I'm not trying to get fined, but I'm just saying some questionable calls going back and forth just in the heat of the battle. But we just got to take our licks and keep learning, man. But we had this one in the bag, but we're going against a great team. They're well disciplined down the stretch. They kept running the same play over and over. Kept taking advantage of some of our adjustments, and you just got to live with the results, man. But I got to be better in that fourth quarter. Past few fourth quarters, I've turned the ball over just down the stretch. Just can't make any excuses for myself. I got to be better and just be more organized and a lot more communicative with my guys and just be poised, man. Those fourth quarters really mean a lot. And when we're in these clutch games or in these tight games, I know my teammates are looking to me not just to make a play, but also to stay poised. So I got to be better, man. I'm holding myself accountable to the ultimate level, man. But it's a team game, so I just got to keep motivating our guys and keep doing the little things.
How good, how pure did the shot feel tonight, and how disappointing is it that you weren't able to make that last one despite that level of shooting throughout the game?
Yeah, Just an empty performance, man. Feels good to be able to get some shots to go in and play, a great efficient game offensively. But at the end of the day, that closed out to Michael Porter, keeping him down, keeping him to his right hand. I ran him off the 3-point line, but he just got in that lane and took a nice floater. So just in our defensive schemes, I just got to be better and just hold myself to that accountability level too, man. But yeah, man, we just got to keep talking to each other, and I felt like our communication was great tonight, especially when we were making kind of these mistakes, just coming along with the basketball rhythm. So yeah, man.
In a lot of ways, defending Joker is kind of like defending Luka. You send two at him, he's able to find anyone on the floor.
He's such a smart player.
Yeah, and then you play him one-on-one, he's able to take advantage of his matchup. He was able to do that a lot tonight. Just how difficult is it to keep him, limit him?
It's definitely difficult. You try to go at him on the defensive end, run him up and down, but he's in great shape. And his guys pick him up whenever he's not able to be in that paint as often. And they're a well-coached team, so you got to give them credit. But at the same time, we got to take the challenge when we're going against other great players, and we got to stick to our game plan. A few times we got mixed up. Jokic got some open threes. They didn't get too many backdoor cuts or too many fast break opportunities, but they took advantage when they did get those opportunities. So we'll look at the film, but this one right here is definitely emotional, just because I felt like we had a great chance to win. Winning a game winner sucks, but leading up the possessions, the leading possessions up to that, I feel like we could have been better organized. Luka has an ISO, which isn't terrible for us, but him and Peyton Watson, we just got to get some movement. Down the stretch, we were just very stagnant. So, yeah, man, just got to be better, that's all.
The next game's in San Francisco. It's Klay's return. I don't want to frame this question as, your advice to Klay. Or
You're going to frame it. You're going to frame it anyway, but come on. I love you the same. I'm going
to frame it slightly different because I don't want to frame it like that. I mean, I have no clue if he wants or asked or needs your advice. What would you say about homecomings in your experience? Obviously, you've had a bunch of them with a few different franchises. Mm-hmm. And yes, we talked a lot about this. Excuse me. But I'm just curious, just to kind of summarize, what would you say goes through your head that you have to focus on that you've learned from your homecomings?
I think the biggest thing is just the human aspect of emotions, and they're just going to be haywire, man. You don't know how to really feel because you've been in a routine with another team for a long period of time, and everybody from upper management all the way down to security to every guy that's on the team, every guy that you had a conversation with game to game. You just start reflecting on all those intentional moments where you spent time with people that really want to win, and you guys are all committed to a bigger goal. But yeah, outside of that, I just think it's about having fun and being able to look some of your old fans in the face and tell them thank you, and and they thank you in their own way too. But yeah, it's just you see it handled differently by all of us, right? Some people are very emotional. Some people kind of hide their feelings, what they're going through. But with me, I've always tried to admit, I feel pressure, or I feel nerves, and I want to play well, want to do well, want to beat them. But at the same time, I still want to have fun and enjoy the camaraderie of the game. But yeah, I've just told Klay, we have his back, and just reiterating and affirming to him that it's just another game on our road trip, but we know how much it means to you, and we're gonna have to bring our emotions up there too to be able to meet you where you are. So you enjoy yourself, man.
Klay clarified it's not just another game to him, it's the NBA Cup, so it's a little bit more important.
Oh shit, excuse me, it's the NBA Cup. Sorry. I need some food. No, it's definitely not another game. It's the NBA Cup. No, it's definitely not another game. Yeah, redact that last statement.
I don't know if Klay knew how funny that was, but
yeah, no, it's gonna be an exciting time though, man. But it's a lot going on that night. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun though, man. But we're going against a great Warriors team. They've been playing well, gelling very well. They're not going to take it easy on us, and they're not going to take it easy on Klay. So we just got to raise our competitive level, be ready to withstand all their storms.